Welcome to Chapter 3, The Remarkable Body.
Digestion by Professor Tammy. Learning objectives. Summarize how the digestive system provides nutrients to the body tissues. Why do we want to eat? Foods have different effects on our feelings of hunger and satiety. So when you're happy, mad, sad, depressed, ecstatic, you feel different and especially how you eat and how you want to eat, how you feel like you want to eat. Proteins have the highest satiety value. What that means is, let's say you have a plate full of protein, carbohydrates, fats. So if you ate protein first, or even fat first before carbohydrate, you'll feel fuller faster. Versus if you had carbohydrate first, you'll feel hungry a little longer than if you had protein or fat first from your plate. So carbohydrates have a lower satiety value than fats. Bulky foods provide a sense of satiety as well because it's like a lot of food. Solid foods are more filling than semi-solid foods or liquids because the more dense the food is, you tend to feel fuller faster. And also, if you eat slower, it gives your stomach time to kind of say, "Am I full yet? Oh, I'm full. Let me tell my hypothalamus." But if you eat really quickly, sometimes it does. Even though you might be physically full, it doesn't give your stomach enough time to say, "Hey, hypothalamus, we gotta stop eating. I am full." Gastrointestinal GI tract. The GI tract is a series of organs arranged as a long tube through which the food passes. Just think of your GI tract from the mouth to the anus. It's like a long tube. The GI tract includes organs such as the stomach and intestines. There's also sphincters. They're muscles that control the passage of material from one organ to the next. So it kind of opens and closes. So you hear a lot of times like the stomach has like the sphincters, like right before food enters the stomach and right before right after the food leaves from the stomach. So it closes and opens, so the food doesn't, travel when there's not supposed to. The lumen is the inner space of the intestine. The lumen is like the space inside a garden hose, so think of it that way. Challenges of digestion. Digestion is both mechanical and chemical. It has multitasks of the mouth. There are passages through the diaphragm. It has steady movement. There's lubrication of food, digestive enzyme functions, and excretion of waste. Mechanical aspects of digestion. Digestion begins in the mouth by chewing. Chum, 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 chum. The stomach and small intestine has peristalsis. Chyme travels through pyloric valves. The large intestine, also known as the colon, is also part of the mechanical aspect of digestion. Digestion is virtually continuous. It doesn't stop whether you're sleeping or exercising. The chemical aspects of digestion. There's digestive juices such as the salivary glands, stomach, pancreas, liver, and small intestine juices, digestive juices. The saliva functions in the mouth. It breaks down starches and fats. So when it breaks down starches, it's usually breaking down complex carbohydrate into sugar, which your body can use more easily. The saliva also contains an enzyme called lingual lipase. Remember, ASE is an enzyme, and this breaks down the fat. Saliva also helps maintain tooth health, so it helps keep your teeth healthy. The stomach has gastric juice, which includes hydrochloric acid, which is also known as HCl. This initiates the protein digestion. So protein is digested in the stomach, so it does not get digested in the mouth. There might be a trick question. Intestine has bile, pancreatic juice, neutralizes stomach acid, digestive enzymes, and intestinal wall. Water, fiber, and some minerals remain. Microbes are in the digestive tract. They ferment many indigestible fibers, and they also break down undigested protein, bile components, and drugs. Note, bile is made from fat, and you'll learn that in the fat chapter. Muscular action of digestion. Our digestive tract is very flexible. It's like a muscular tube. It extends from the mouth to the anus for about 26 feet. If you look at the picture to your right-hand side, you see a 26-foot long penthon, which was called in Malaysia. It's the world's largest snake. It could be the world's largest snake. So just imagine how long our digestive tract is just by looking at the picture. The human body surrounds the digestive canal. It functions, the functions of the digestive tract breaks down food to its components, it absorbs and excretes. It works both mechanically and chemically. There are segments. The inner circular muscles contract in small intestine. It makes chyme and digestive juices, and the chyme is in contact with absorbing cells too. The secretion of digestion. There's 5 organs. Salivary glands, stomach, pancreas, liver, and small intestine. There's secretions. There are fluids, enzymes. There's protein catalyst, facilitating chemical reactions, and the hydrolysis. Saliva and gastric juice. So think of saliva as the mouth, when you first eat the saliva. And gastric, think of it as stomach. Saliva moistens food for easy passage. So can you imagine if you didn't have saliva, you're not chewing, and you swallow like a dry cracker? It's going to hurt going down the tube. So the saliva helps moisten it. It's a protective role. It initiates carbohydrate digestion. Gastric juice acts primarily in protein digestion. So remember we mentioned that protein digestion doesn't start in the mouth, it starts in the stomach. So the gastric juice is a mixture of water, enzyme, and hydrochloric acid. The mucus protects stomach wall cells from acid, and acidity is measured in pH units. So when you look at these pH units, you're like, oh, wow, something that's very basic versus very acidic too. So when you look at the bile, it's pretty basic. It's not very acidic. But when you look at gastric juice, it's very acidic. It's more acidic than lemon juice, vinegar, soda, or orange juice. And also you can see pancreatic juice is closer to something that's neutral. These videos that I have are pretty interesting. I think if you watch it, you will understand the human body a lot more. The first one is how the digestive system works. The second one is how food travels through the bloodstream. The third one is peristalsis. And the fourth one is intestinal peristalsis. This video is of a real intestine. So for those who are more sensitive, you might not want to watch it, but it gives you an idea how the body works, and it's really, really interesting. So, when you think about how the body works, especially the spinsters, you're like, oh, it's not like a flapping door between your organs, like from the stomach and to the small intestine, or from the esophagus to the stomach. It's like these muscles that kind of from two sides or all sides that kind of squeeze together to close it up. So I think visually, if you look at this, you'll understand how the human body works better.
See you soon. And remember to read the book.